This is CBeebies on YouTube. Find even more fun and games for your child at the CBeebies website.
The following content is intended for our CBeebies grown-ups audience.
So, Storybook Stan, who is your biggest inspiration?
Oh, that's a lovely question. Well, I mean, just before we start this interview, it's a bit chilly in here. Do you mind if I put the fire on? It won't be a moment. It's one of these newfangled, remote fire things. Sorry, what was the question?
Who is your biggest inspiration?
Oh, yes, well, I would say Charles Dickens. I thought he was a wonderful writer, and I love the book A Christmas Carol, but I haven't really got around to finishing it yet. In fact, I haven't even started reading it yet. Something always seems to happen and, distracts me, and I don't know. But my big ambition in life is to read a book.
And Stan, is there anyone special in your life at the moment?
Well, apart from my books, of course, I do have quite a soft spot for Paige down at the library. She's a lovely girl, and she lets me have my books out an extra week sometimes before I'm fined.
So Stan, what's your best feature, would you say?
I would have to say my storytelling skills. I love to tell stories. Well, I suppose that's not strictly true. I've actually yet to tell a full story, but I'm sure if I could tell a story from beginning to end, it would be a cracker. Here's hoping, eh?
Oh, Stan, here's a good one for you. Now, if you ruled the world for a day, what would you do?
Oh, well, I'd write a book. Yes, a short one, mind. I've tried writing books before, but the pen's always ran out, or the pencil's always broken, or the quill's always snapped. So I would say writing a book would be wonderful. I could read it to the world.
Stan, what scares you?
I would have to say scary books. Yeah, I don't tend to read scary books. I stay well clear of them, really. I love cosy, warm books. Oh, yeah. Give me a cosy, warm book every time. Oh, excuse me.
Stan, on the subject of food, what's your favourite sandwich?
Ooh, that's a very good question. I would have to say a traditional cheese and pickle sandwich. You can't beat a good ploughman's on a Sunday afternoon.
Oh, yes, I agree. So tell us about your life. What's a typical day in your life, Stan?
Well, I tend to get up in the morning and I light the fire, of course, and then I come down here into my lovely Story Corner library and I start to read. Well, I try to read. I mean, I start reading a book and, something always happens. The neighbour pops round or, other things happen. Excuse me, it must be a bit windy in here. I would say, what was the question again?
What's a typical day in your life, Stan?
Oh, yes. Reading books. Well, trying to.
Thank you, Stan, for answering our questions.
Oh, thank you. It's been a pleasure. Excuse me.
Find out when we add new clips and build a playlist especially for your child by subscribing for free to the CBeebies YouTube channel.